Yeah, Carl, thank you. We're with the man of the hour, with David Ricks, who's the CEO of Eli Lilly. David, first of all, thank you for spending some time with us.
Great to be with you again, Jim.
I cannot believe everyone says they've got to get into weight loss. You are so far ahead. Talk to me about how big both obesity and weight loss could be for Eli Lilly.
Well, obviously, it's an enormous addressable market and a huge global health need. You know, WHO says 1 billion people by 2050. We know in America today 110 million adults with overweight or obesity. But the problem really isn't reducing obesity. It's reducing the downstream health consequences of obesity. And that's our mission. And we're undertaking currently, I think, 30 phase 3 studies to demonstrate reduction in diabetes, cardiovascular risk. 2 coming up this year that are important for us. 1 in sleep apnea. So if you take this drug, reducing sleep apnea. The other in congestive heart failure, a really serious condition that overweight seniors can develop and still the #1 coster for Medicare. So the exciting thing is not just we can help people feel better, but we can make their health better for the long term.
Well, let's go back to that #1 cause of death, Medicare. I know that if you were just doing weight loss, that would not be covered. But if you're
Correct.
doing heart, David, it must be covered because the costs are so big to the system when it comes to cardiovascular.
Yeah, currently we're left with this sort of legacy rule in Medicare, which is they can't cover weight loss medications. That was defined when the Part D benefit was written into law. Now, it's a little bit of a misstatement because already these drugs are fully reimbursed for diabetes, same drug, right? Which we know is highly related to obesity. So I think both Lilly and our competitor will pursue indications that can then be listed. But here we're not listing the precursor disease, obesity. We're going to be listed for the follow-on disease, congestive heart failure, sleep apnea, major cardiovascular risk. So I think seniors will have access to these medications, but it will require them to also have a diagnosis for one of these complications of obesity. Is that smart? I don't think so. I think we should try to prevent those diseases to begin with. That would be treating obesity. There's a bill on the Hill to propose to change the law, but who knows what Congress is going to do. So we're working at that problem both ways.
Now, a lot of people feel you can't get the drug. You announced Lilly Direct last week. 2 things that you announced I thought were Lilly Direct, which is great for the consumer, but you also said, look, this is not a vanity drug.
Correct, yeah. Very important point. First of all, we know there's supply constraints. There's so many people with real overweight and obesity. That's where we want our medicines to go. That's where they're studied, designed to be treated, and that's where we focus our marketing and our communication efforts with doctors. So I just wanted to be clear about that. The other thing we said in that communication is there are a lot of fake and compounded versions. We cannot guarantee their safety or quality, and people need to know that. Now, some of that's driven by the scarcity. We understand that. We're working hard to make more medicine. That's a key part of this year for Lilly is executing and manufacturing. But we said that as well. And then we launched the Lilly Direct side. And, you know, people ask, well, why would you do that? Our normal path is to distribute to wholesalers and sell through pharmacies. But a lot of people, in particular people with obesity, reported to us how difficult it was to get a doctor who would be willing to prescribe one of these, an obesity specialist. And that's what our website lists, the doctors you can go see in your neighborhood that have raised their hand and said, I've got certification in this area, or a telehealth platform that does a great job who only have obesity specialists. And then the other thing we do is we can ship it directly to your door. Pharmacy in the U.S. has changed a lot in the last 10 years. A lot of neighborhoods don't have one. A lot of rural areas don't have one, and people prefer that option in many cases. So we're just creating choice so people can get the medicine more easily.